everyone, my name is Kimaya Kini and I'm running to be your next student body treasurer. Before I begin, I'd like to recognize our senior senators for giving me the opportunity to be here in front of all of you today. I'd also like to thank the senators and sponsors who supported me for the past 2 years and encouraged me to give my all to Senate and Creek. And lastly, I want to thank Charlie Stern for being such a supportive friend and opponent during these elections. I wish you good luck with your campaign. I first ran for Senate 2 years ago at Campus Middle School to be a freshman senator, and Senate has turned out to be so much more than I could have ever imagined. Over the past 2 years, it provided me with a variety of opportunities to learn what it truly means to be a leader, as well as provided me with the skill set to be your next student body treasurer. Over the past couple of years, I've learned the importance of student involvement, most notably while helping lead the Inclusion and Equity discussion room at our district leadership conference. From that, I learned from other schools that the goal is not only how we can raise the most money, but how we can do that by involving our students in clubs. And this is something that I want to prioritize if I were to be your treasurer. Beyond that, my understanding of how to organize, delegate, and communicate effectively from serving as a Power Week committee head and sophomore class vice president would provide resourceful as the head of the Summit fundraising committee, within which planning and delegating duties are necessary to the success of the committee. Outside of Senate, I'm the membership lead of Cherry Creek Students Demand Action, the anti-gun violence club at Creek, within which I've had to prepare speeches and presentations, as well as communicate with administrators and students regularly. The communication and organizational skills I've gained from this are ones that I believe would serve me well as student body treasurer. So what does a treasurer do? Well, the job description says it is to coordinate fundraising and manage and allocate Senate funds. But I found it to be so much more than that. It is a dedication to the student body by using funds to help better both Creek and our community, as well as a commitment to be a leader who helps support and raise others with them. And I have some ideas on how we can build upon the work of previous treasurers to use this position to bring positive change to Creek. I have 4 main projects that I would like to implement during the 2023 through 24 school year as treasurer. The first one is working with class senators to set up monthly meetings with them in which we would find ways to raise more money for their senior class gifts and events by placing an emphasis on class-specific merchandise and events in which we are engaging the student body from the time they're freshmen all the way up till they're seniors to gain more participation from students at Creek. The second is slightly similar, in which I would like to start advertising more future Bruins Skirdar feeder schools in which we can bring more students into the Creek community before they're even here. Now, the next project is where it starts to differ a little bit, in which I would like to utilize our incredible sports here at Creek. One idea I had would be hosting cross-gender sports events, such as girls varsity soccer versus boys varsity soccer, in which we sell a ticketed event and the winner of that game gets to choose the charity who it would go to. And that would help increase student participation if they feel like they have both sides and more friends at those events, in which they can come to the games and we can improve attendance and such things. Now, the fourth project that I would like to introduce stands out the most, as it is not directly focused on fundraising for Student Senate, but an initiative I would like to bring forward as a member of the Executive Board. As many of you may or may not know, most recyclables at Creek do not actually get recycled, but I would like to work with Principal Silva and other administrators to begin a program in which we would collect and bring recyclables to a proper recycling center, taking steps to bring more environmentally friendly initiatives to Creek. While I know that this is out of the regular duties of the treasurer, with the reach that comes of being a member of the executive board, this is something I would like to push through alongside my normal duties as treasurer. If you take away anything from this speech, let it be that to me, being a treasurer is about community, how we can utilize funds and fundraisers to help bring people together in a place where it is so easy to feel alone. Thank you to Charlie Stern for being such a respectful friend and opponent this week, and thank you to all the senators here in front of me today, and thank you to the student body for the time and opportunity to speak to you. Count on me and vote Kimaya Kini to be your next student body treasurer.
All right, we're gonna ask you a couple questions. All right, so as you know, Mrs. Devitt will be the new activities director next year. What steps will you take to ensure that this transition goes smoothly within Senate and within your position specifically?
Well, as a part of the executive board, I would like to, once elections are finished, to have a meeting with her and then have more time so she can come into Senate and feel involved, and hopefully have her come in during class meetings as well and have one-on-ones with each class where she can get to know people on a more regular basis. And so those last few weeks of class meetings, she can spend that time getting to know the next year's senators.
So you already touched on this a bit, but if you were elected student body treasurer, how do you plan to collaborate with other groups within Creek to carry out fundraisers?
So I mentioned doing more sports games in which we can combine more charity events. But beyond that, I would like to make sure that the treasurer is attending President's Club, or at least getting in touch with presidents from other clubs to see how we can support them at Ethics Fest. That is something I don't want to assume what they need, but rather offer Senate support as volunteers or their time and energy to help promote their events to help with that.
Thank you.